We expect to have the first operating robotaxis next year, with no one in them, next year.
So Elon Musk does it yet again. You know how they say one person can't change the world? Well, that's a lie, because Elon Musk is changing the world single-handedly. So I'm sure by now you guys have heard about Robotaxi. We have Elon Musk talking about how Robotaxi is going to work. He's pretty much single-handedly changing the way transportation is going to work. He's going to talk about how much money a Robotaxi is going to make, how the application is going to work, and many more things. But before we get this video started, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and enjoy this video. So right here we have Tesla's master plan. On the left side, we already have the tasks completed. For example, build a sports car, build a more affordable sports car, build a highly affordable sports car, Model 3 production over 5,000 a week, provide large-scale solar, deploy solar roof, and deploy battery projects. And on the right side, we have the 2019 and the 2020 master plan goals, which is reach S3X production of 10,000 a week, feature complete self-driving. That's going to be by the end of 2019. And by 2020, they want to expand EV product line to Model Y and to the semi-auto truck, and also enable Robotaxi, which is what we'll be talking about today.
It's always difficult to, like, when things are on an exponential, at an exponential rate of improvement, it's very difficult to kind of wrap one's mind around it, because we're used to extrapolating on a linear basis. But when you've got massive amounts of like, as the hardware, massive amounts of hardware on the road, the cumulative data is increasing exponentially. The software is getting better at an exponential rate. I feel very confident predicting autonomous robotaxis for Tesla next year. Not in all jurisdictions, because we won't have regulatory approval everywhere, but I'm confident we will have at least regulatory approval somewhere literally next year.
Elon Musk has created a crossbreed between Airbnb and Uber, and I'm sure we're all wondering, how exactly is this going to work?
So any customer will be able to add or remove their car to the Tesla network. So we expect this to operate is sort of like a combination of maybe the Uber and Airbnb model. So if you own the car, you can add or subtract it to the Tesla network, and Tesla would take 25 or 30% of the revenue. And then in places where there aren't enough people sharing their cars, we would just have dedicated Tesla vehicles. So when you use the car, we'll show you our ride-sharing app. So you'll be able to summon the car from the parking lot, get in, and go for a drive. It's really simple. So you just take the same Tesla app that you currently have. We'll just update the app and add a summon Tesla, or commit your car to the fleet. So it's either summon your car, or summon a Tesla, or add or subtract your car to the fleet. You'll be able to do that from your phone.
So basically what Elon is suggesting is an alternative use for your car. So instead of sitting in the parking lot or sitting on your driveway, your car could be put to work. But one question that comes to mind is, what about all the wear and tear to the car? Isn't this going to reduce the lifespan of my car?
So the current cost of Model 3 Robotaxi is less than $38,000. We expect that number to improve over time. And we're designing the cars. The cars currently being built are all designed for 1 million miles of operation. So the drive units are designed and tested and validated for 1 million miles of operation. The current battery pack is about maybe 300 to 500,000 miles. The new battery pack that probably go into production next year is designed explicitly for 1 million miles of operation. The entire vehicle, battery pack inclusive, is designed to operate for 1 million miles with minimal maintenance. So we'll actually be adjusting tire design and really optimizing the car for a hyper-efficient robotaxi. And at some point, you won't need steering wheels or pedals, and we'll just delete those. So as these things become less and less important, we'll just delete parts. They won't be there. If you say, like, probably 2 years from now, we make a car that has no steering wheels or pedals. And if we need to accelerate that time, we can always just delete parts, easy. Say long term, 3 years, Robotaxis with eliminated parts, maybe it ends up being $25,000 or less. And you want a super efficient car so that the electricity consumption is very low. So we're currently at 4.5 miles per kilowatt hour, but we'll improve that to 5 and beyond.
So this sounds like a great idea and all, but what about competition? There's a lot of bigger companies out there that can probably replicate this or can partner up with companies like Uber.
And there's just really no company that has the full stack integration. We've got the vehicle design and manufacturing, we've got the computer hardware in-house, we've got the in-house software development, and AI, and we've got by far the biggest fleet. It's extremely difficult, not impossible perhaps, but extremely difficult to catch up when Tesla has 100 times more miles per day than everyone else combined.
So everything sounds good, maybe a little too good to be true. But how much is this going to cost me, and how much money am I going to be able to make from Robotaxi?
This is the cost of running a gasoline car, or the average cost of running a car in the U.S. This is taken from AAA. So it's currently about 62 cents a mile, 13,500 miles, 250 million vehicles, adds up to $2 trillion a year. These are literally just taken from the AAA website. The cost of ride sharing is, according to Uber and Lyft, is $2 to $3 a mile. The cost to run a Robotaxi, we think, less than 18 cents a mile, and dropping. This would be current. This is current cost. Future costs will be lower. If you say, what would be the probable gross profit from a single Robotaxi? We think probably something on the order of $30,000 per year. And we expect that we're literally designing the cars the same way that commercial semi-trucks are designed. Commercial semi-trucks are all designed for a 1,000,000-mile life, and we're designing the cars for a 1,000,000-mile life as well. So in nominal dollars, that would be, a little over $300,000 over the course of 11 years. Maybe higher. I think these consumptions are actually relatively conservative, and this assumes that 50% of the miles driven are not useful. So this is only at 50% utility. By the middle of next year, we'll have over 1 million Tesla cars on the road with full self-driving hardware, feature complete, at a reliability level that we would consider that no one needs to pay attention. Meaning you could go to sleep from our standpoint, if you fast forward a year, maybe a year and 3 months, but next year for sure, we will have over 1 million Robotaxis on the road. The fleet wakes up with an over-the-air update. That's all it takes. You say, what is net present value of a Robotaxi? Probably on the order of a couple $100,000. So buying a Model 3 is a good deal.
Well, anyways, that's it for Robotaxi. So is this car going to change the world? Normally, we look at a car as a liability. Is this the first time we're going to be able to look at a car and consider it an asset? A car that literally will go out there and make money for us. We can be sleeping, we could be at work, and instead of our car being parked there, it can literally go out there and be working for us. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but Elon Musk is making it seem like it's all a possibility. So let me know what you guys think about Robotaxi. Are you guys going to be considering buying one? Do you think this is big trouble for Uber and Lyft? What do you guys think? Anyways, that's it for now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.
You say, what is net present value of a Robotaxi? Probably on the order of a couple $100,000. So buying a Model 3 is a good deal. And there's just really no company that has the full stack integration. We've got the vehicle design and manufacturing, we've got the computer hardware in-house, we've got the in-house software development, and AI, and we've got by far the biggest fleet. It's extremely difficult, not impossible perhaps, but extremely difficult to catch up when Tesla has 100 times more miles per day than everyone else combined.
So any customer will be able to add or remove their car to the Tesla network. So we expect this to operate is sort of like a combination of maybe the Uber and Airbnb model. So if you own the car, you can add or subtract it to the Tesla network, and Tesla would take
25 or 30% of the revenue. And then in places where there aren't enough people sharing their cars, we would just have dedicated Tesla vehicles.